Oh, Jesus Christ. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Stop recording. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Richard. Welcome to the Potteries Motorcycles and Scooters Centre, Burslem, Staffordshire. And it's Saturday, mid-March. Just look at these little babies that are going out today. Lucky owners, new owners are picking up these motorcycles today. And 4 KTMs are going out. 4 of them. Wow, people are taking advantage of the prices that are currently available. Super Duke 1290. Wow. A Ducati's going out. Look at these. Absolutely fantastic. So get yourself down to Potteries and come and find your next bike. But let's focus on the Bear 650. Let's go and have a play on the Bear. There we go, 50-litre roll bike, and we're ready to go to Europe. You don't need a lot of stuff when you go to Europe. Shall we go to Europe? Maybe the Alps? On the Bear 650. Let's go. There we go. Are you ready to roll? Let's go. Let's get on this Bear 650. Oh! There we go. Very good, how are you? I'll see you in 4 weeks. There we go. The Bear 650. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. So, you can have the Bear 650 with a £1,500 deposit. And it'll cost you £90 a month from the Potteries. £1,500 deposit, £90 a month. Oh, road ahead closed. Here we go. And you can pay that for 3 years and be on the road. Get your 50-litre roll bag on the back and you're as free as a bird. As free as a bird. Where are we going today? Visor down. Right. I want to know if this is okay at 70 mile an hour so that I can transverse the country, go up to Scotland, go into Wales, even travel down to Dover, get on a ferry, go over to Calais and ride France, Germany, Austria, go down to the Alps. Maybe you want to catch the ferry over to Santander from Portsmouth and then go and ride the Pyrenees, or even better, why don't you ride down to Benidorm? I've done that before. Absolutely wonderful. Go where the sun is and go into the hills down at the south end of Spain. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, the Bear 650. It's a nice firm seat, great for touring, great for casual riding, great for going to work and back on. It's not too soft, it's not too hard, but it is nice and firm. The bike is relatively tall. I'm 5'10" in height, 5'9". I think I'm shrinking through my older years, shall we say. I'm 58, and I have a 29 or 30 inch leg, and I am just about flat-footed on the ground. Yeah, so don't worry about this thought that it might be a bit tall. I don't think so. So as I said, I'm 5'10", 30 inch leg, and I'm just about flat-footed on the ground, which is great. This clock, this digital clock, is absolutely wonderful. I'm not going to go through the details. We're going to go for a ride, and we're going to see what it's like on the motorway. Not on the motorway, certainly on 70-mile-an-hour roads, and just have a general look at this bike. It handles like a dream, and so it should. You know, Royal Enfield are kicking out so many bikes now on a monthly basis. It's unbelievable. They're, Royal Enfield are doing something right. Sorry if I'm wobbling around. I'm trying to avoid the potholes, of which this bike is soaking them up beautifully. There we go. Right, there we go. No traffic. Let's go up to 70 mile an hour. Now we're on the national speed limit. There's 60. Beautiful. Oh, lovely and comfortable. What do you think? Are you thinking about buying one of these? Get in touch with the Potteries, and they can arrange UK mainland delivery. So if you're living in Scotland or Wales, they can deliver. In fact, I was talking to a chap just before I got on the bike, and he'd come over on the night ferry from Northern Ireland, from Belfast, to pick up one of the second-hand bikes, a Triumph, and he was riding it back to the ferry port over in Birkenhead to catch the ferry back to Northern Ireland. Apparently the Bear 650 is not necessarily available yet in Northern Ireland, so if you're in Northern Ireland, why don't you just get on a ferry, come down to Staffordshire at Burslem Potteries, and come and pick up your Bear 650. Why don't you do that? £6,700 or thereabouts. Look at the traffic. My goodness, it's a Saturday. Everybody should be in bed. It's a Saturday morning. Where's all this traffic coming from? My goodness. Here we go. 50 mile an hour, 60, 65. Let's get into the next lane. There's 70. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I just feel like getting off to Europe. All you need is the roll bag on the back if you want to go minimalistic. What I tend to do is wait for Christmas when the kids buy you new underwear and new socks. Last year's underwear and socks I then stuff in the roll bag, and as I go round Europe I use them and then throw them in the bin. I don't bother taking them back with me to the UK, if you get the meaning. So what I tend to do is I tend to come back to the UK after being in the Alps lighter than I would have done when I set off, because I start throwing away old underwear, old socks, old t-shirts, so I come back with less stuff, and this is the bike to do that on. Can you see the roll bag? Not sure, but it's secured beautifully. Now, of course, I'm not really going to the Alps, but I'm showing you what you can do. I think the roll bag costs, I don't know, 50, 60 pound from Oxford. The Aqua 50 litre. And you're free as a bird. So for £90 a month with a £1,500 deposit and a roll bag, you're free as a bird. You can go to Wales, Scotland, Southern England, into Europe, wherever you wish. The bike comes with a 3-year warranty, and because it's Royal Enfield, there are dealerships all over Europe, so there's no worries about breaking down. Now, I also believe, and I might correct myself on this, I also believe that the recovery service that Royal Enfield offer covers you for Europe. So if you have any issues, and you won't have any issues because it's Royal Enfield, you can get picked up whilst you're in Austria or wherever. What's happening here? Everybody's breaking early. I don't know. Can't understand why all the roads are so busy. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You'd think, you know, Saturday morning people would be at work or at home in bed recovering from the previous week, but there's hundreds of vehicles on the road. Let's do a bit of filtering. Come on, let's do a bit of filtering. Here we go. This lady's not noticed me, but I'm sure we can get through. Let's get through. There we go. No major problems. There we go. That's the beauty about motorcycles. You're not messing around in today's struggling traffic. He's moving around. Right, let's filter through to the front. Make sure no one's coming. There we go. Go for it. Come on, Range Rover. There we go. Beautiful. This is what biking's about. On the Royal Enfield Bear 650. Let's fight the bear. There's no fighting on this bike. She's as smooth as anything, and this brand new frame and suspension, new wheels, because this is not a this is not a replacement of an Interceptor. It's a completely new design, bottom up, except the engine. So this is completely different. So, you know, this is absolutely wonderful. The seat, I find, as someone who tours regularly, is very comfortable. It's firm but comfortable. It is firm, but it's very comfortable. I could do 200 miles on this easily. And you should. If you're getting something like this, you should get off out. You'll have a great time. Have an absolute whale of a time. Now we're on the rail roads. Absolutely wonderful. This handles like a dream. It really does handle like a dream. The quality of the bike is absolutely wonderful. Royal Enfield really are raising the bar. They really are. How can you buy a bike like this for some £6,750? It's crazy. It's really, really good value for money. It really is. This is where the bike sings. It really does. On the A roads and the country roads of the UK. Absolutely fantastic. It handles like a dream. With the 19-inch front wheel and the 17 on the back, this just falls into the corners beautifully. It's just a lovely, lovely feeling. Okay, so I'm in 6th gear now, doing what, 33 mile an hour, just over 2,000 RPM, and she pulls away beautifully. Absolutely lovely. That's in 6th. Are they llamas to the right? Let me slow you down. Look at those llamas. Are they llamas? You tell me. Wow. There we are. Oh, beautiful roads of Staffordshire coming into Beckley. Lovely. Look at these beautiful houses. My goodness. Oh, this is the life. It's a bit chilly this morning, but not a problem. Got good warm gloves on. Got a couple of t-shirts and a jumper on. And everything's just about right. Now we've got cyclists riding 2 up. I can understand that. Riding 2 up in front of us. Oh, it gives us a chance to have a look around. Look at that for a building. What did that used to be? I don't know. Was it a school? Is it a school? I don't know. Looks like it's under repair. There we go. There we go. They're riding double up. What do you think to that? What's your comments below? What do you think to the guys riding double up? Fortunately, on a motorbike, it's not a major problem. What do you think to that? Put your comments below. Let's generate a debate. I think it's alright, actually. Look at these for properties. They're absolutely beautiful. If you live down south and you want to move to more affordable housing, then you might want to come up to Staffordshire. Beautiful place. There you go. And the people are wonderful. The people are so friendly. Genuinely friendly. Yeah? Genuinely friendly. This bike is wonderful. And I suspect when you park it up and you go for a coffee somewhere, people are going to want to talk. Because she goes back to a time. Oh, it's just a celebration of the 1960s bear race, isn't it? With Eddie, what's his name? Eddie, I forgot his name, when he was 16 years old on a BSA 500. Had problems at the start and ended up winning. 16 years old. So there's the celebration of that race over in, I'm assuming it is America. I think it is. Eddie Mulder? Is that his name? Eddie Mulder? I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is the life. Remember? March 2025. So get your bike ordered. Get your bike ordered before the summer comes. Absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah, this falls into the corners perfectly. I know I'm rambling on, and I know people keep on saying, why don't you keep your videos to 20 minutes or something like that? But we don't need to keep it to 20 minutes. If you want to come for the ride, come for the ride. A ride isn't 20 minutes. Look at this. This is great. Absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah. This is so much fun. So much fun. You've got to get out. Brakes are great. Front brake, wonderful. Typically, back brake is wonderful. If you didn't know, Indian bikes have really good back brakes. That's because they tend to ride with the back brake rather than us in Europe riding with the front brake. That's why the back brakes on bikes from India, as this Royal Enfield is, are a bit stronger than the bikes from, let's say, Yamaha, Suzuki, etc., etc. In Europe and America, we ride with the front brake. In Asia, they tend to ride with the rear brake. Oh yeah, woohoo! Look at this. This is wonderful. Yep. I feel like going to the Alps. I really feel like going to the Alps. Oh yeah. She sounds a treat. Absolutely beautiful. Hey. Handles like a dream. Of course it handles like a dream. It's a Royal Enfield. Oh my goodness. Absolutely wonderful. So, as I say, I'm going to head back. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got a bear, what's your comments? Comment below. Have you got the Interceptor, the shotgun? What do you think? What do you think? I hope you enjoyed the video. What I want to do is say, ride safely, be kind to everyone. Summer 2025 is on its way. So, get yourself the bike that you want at the budget you can afford. Look at this. Absolutely wonderful. Any questions? Put them in the comments below. Tell me what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a great ride. I only wish I was with you and we could go out together. I'll see you soon. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.